Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are we all doing? Amazing, I hope. Happy Sunday. Unless it's not Sunday where you are anymore. I feel like I have to say that. I have to follow it up with, unless it's not Sunday. Because it might not be. And that's also fine. Goodness gracious. Hello, everybody. I just took a very long shower. Felt amazing. I'm very happy. Happy, cleansed. Thank you. It's clean. You know, it's crazy what a shower can do for you. I know. Nuts. Hello, everybody. A shower. We found out what's wrong with me. Hold your jokes, please. So for the last week, I've either been complaining about my whole body being achy or stiffness and swollen hands and feet and things like that. And I kept not really knowing what was going on. And I was like, I'm gonna go get checked out if this doesn't go away. Because everybody was like, you don't want to fuck around with that if you don't know what's causing it. So Clark comes home, my kiddo comes home and has a full body rash thing. And she was like, but it doesn't itch. And her cheeks are looking super splotchy. Now, some of you are going to be like, I know exactly what that is. There is an illness that little kids can get called slapped cheek. It's also called fifth disease, I think. So, yeah. It turns out that I also had slapped cheek. You can look it up if you want. It's real. I also had slapped cheek. And in adults, you don't get the cheek and the rash and the shit. But common complaints from adults who get it from their kids is achiness, stiff joints, swollen extremities. So I'm reading through because we were like, what is going on with her? She doesn't have a fever. She seems totally fine. So the rash part of this typically shows up when it's basically done. So at some point she was sick. Maybe had a fever that lasts the blink of an eye. So such a quick fever that no one even noticed. And is now and has been for a few days in the not contagious at all, just developing a rash phase of this thing. And we just didn't know that she was sick. Adults will sometimes get a horrible fever. Thank God I didn't. Adults will sometimes get a horrible fever. But yeah, the most common thing that adults complain about is my hands hurt. I'm achy, all of the same shit that I was complaining about all week. So I was like, you know what's great? Not once did I Google these symptoms and have it say, maybe you have slapped cheek, because of course not. I'm delighted to know that, that's all it was. That's all it was. Very happy about that. Because the things that I was the most concerned about, well, one of them that was just a bummer to me was the possibility that I was allergic to something having to do with the sheep wool, because we had sheared the sheep, and I had barehanded picked up a bunch of this wool and put it in bags, and it was basically after that that I started to get swollen and weird. So I was like, fuck. Am I allergic to the wool? I'm supposed to be trying to learn how to process this wool, so I haven't done anything with it because I was so worried that maybe I was allergic to it, but it wasn't going away. Very silly. Anyways, I'm feeling better now. Clark is doing better. Sam never got anything, so so it all worked out. It all worked out, you know. My hands are no longer swollen. I'm not achy anymore. I'm just tired. And that's it. So, right? Swollen body parts with no other symptoms, I think immediately make most people go, what am I allergic to? I've never had that sort of a reaction to anything before. And the wool didn't completely make sense because I pet these sheep every day. You know, I hang out with the sheep and the pigs and everything every single day. So it's like, what? If it was the wool, I would have had a lot of fucking questions. So yeah, Sam did not get slapped. Clark and I got slapped. Yeah, we couldn't even see the rash very well until she took a bath. And then we were like, whoa! It's like so, 'cause, you know, like with anything like that, when your body like heats up, those areas look more inflamed. Oh my God. It was literally everywhere, but we just couldn't tell. Is it something you just get over? Yeah, it's like any other illness. It just visually has like a really weird aspect to it. So typically kids will wind up with really splotchy, bright red cheeks. They'll have a fever. One day after the fever has broken, they're no longer contagious. So again, no idea when this fever must have happened. But a fever pretty much always happens, even if it's a small one. And then after the fever, you develop a full body, what looks like a full body rash, but it doesn't itch. It's just this weird thing that pops up all over your body, and it can stick around for 3 weeks. But you're not sick anymore. It's just, you just have a full body rash looking thing. It's so weird. Anyway. Yeah, you know, it does feel very spring, doesn't it? What are you turning into? Just a different human than you were before. Love that. The shower was to rinse it off. To rinse what off? My shower? My shower was because I was disgusting and needed a shower. No, it's not chicken pox. What are you gonna do? No, I took a pause on the makeup experiments because, for those of you who haven't been here while we've talked about this, I did a deep dive on a bunch of videos that were basically people who were like, at the start of every week, I do these things, and then it cuts out like a bunch of stuff that I have to, if I want to wear makeup every day, like stuff that I would have to do every day. I don't have to do those things anymore, right? So it was things like using a strong cheek stain and using a tint on the eyebrows and things that last for like a couple of days or a few days after you've done them. Okay. I don't wear makeup super often, but I was really intrigued by this because I was like, that could be fun to just like play with, right? Some of it has been really successful and I still do it. And some of it I took a pause on because I'm not sure exactly what to do with it anymore. So the one that I was the most nervous about that wound up proving itself to, I should have been nervous, okay, was people will use like an 8-hour self tanner to contour their face. So I was like, that's interesting. So I watched quite a few people do this. And the common places to like contour, if you're going to, is you put like a little bit of a darker color around here, under your jawline. And sometimes people will do it like along, like on the sides of the nose. Okay. So I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. So I'm just going to do it around here and under the jawline and like a tiny bit on the sides and see how it looks. And it turns out, again, I don't use self tanner, so this isn't a thing that I had thought about. The tanner that I had bought is not the right tone at all for my skin. Not at all. So a lot of people said that they didn't notice until I pointed it out, but like my skin is much more cool toned than what this tanner was doing, right? So I had like a really warm tone sort of thing going on around here, but then the rest of my face was, you know, desperately seeking snow, and it just did not look right. So I haven't bothered with that again. I never contour when I do my makeup anyway. It was just kind of out of curiosity to see how it would work. Apparently there are self tanners that are more cool toned. I just haven't bothered. I just haven't bothered to look for them. The things that have been awesome that I still do, cheek tint, dope. Love that shit. I got like a really soft brush and I only use it for the cheek tint. I got a little soft brush. I got this nice little tint and I put it directly on the brush and then just like put it on my cheeks. Love it. Not wearing it right now, but I love that. And the eyebrow tint has been great. If you have really thin eyebrows, that you fill in when you're doing makeup, oh my God, just get an eyebrow tint. It's great. It's great. Big fan. When's the last time I had makeup done professionally? When's the last time I hosted something? Forever ago. They had me, let's see. When I did did part of the like closing ceremony sort of thing, for TwitchCon in 2019, I want to say. They did my makeup for that. So I think that's the last time. Yeah, makeup is so fun. Makeup is super fun. And again, I don't wear it very often. But when I'm feeling like I want to play around with it, it's so fun. Yeah. You know, just make sure that you have a really good cleanser, something that can take off the makeup really well, because a lot of times people will be like, well, I don't know if I want to play with the makeup and then go out into the world. You know, I think I want to play with the makeup first and see what I like before I like try it out outside of the house. And if it feels like a nightmare to get the makeup off, that's just another barrier. You know, that's just another barrier that's going to keep you from playing around with the makeup. So, yeah. You know what? I used to really, until I found out that there are lots of different types of foundation, I hated absolutely hated foundation on my face. Um, when they started doing my makeup for Daily Bite and all that sort of stuff, they would exclusively use a tinted moisturizer on my face instead of a foundation. That shit's awesome. That shit's great. I highly recommend if you're somebody who doesn't want to feel like you have a bunch of makeup on your face, try a tinted moisturizer. Yes, I also agree with that. Said my best easy product tip is get a nice sparkly single eyeshadow. I put on my lids, my nose, my cupid's bow, my inner eye corners. It makes a huge difference. I fully agree. You can get a lot of use out of a nice shimmery something. If you feel like it looks nice on you, yeah. You can put it on your cheeks, you can put it on your lids. You can mess around with it in lots of different ways and it's very fun. Yeah, tinted something. Bit off topic, but it's a similar reason for why I can't do nail polish either. You just don't like the knowing there's something on your nails. I can see that, yeah. I go through phases where I love nail polish and then I hate it. I'm gonna hate it right now. I'm gonna hate it currently. But you know, just a couple of weeks ago, Clark and I painted our nails together, and that was fun. But yeah, I'll go through ups and downs. Where I'm like, oh, nail polish is so fun, such an easy way to just like add some color, you know, whatever. And then I'll take the nail polish off and be like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Love the colors, but hate the upkeep. Yeah. I saw a video where somebody who like reviews nail polish for a living was like, these are the nail polishes that I think like are actually really long lasting. And I don't know why. This is another one of those things where like, unless you're thinking about it, I don't think this occurs to a lot of people, me included. The idea that like some nail polishes just don't have a formula that lasts very long. And that's why it's like brittle and just picks off immediately. And potentially some nail polishes are developed in a way where maybe they're a little bit more expensive, but they last a lot longer. I was like, of course. Obviously, yeah, that makes a ton of sense. That makes a ton of sense. I've never considered that. that might be why some nail polishes are more expensive than others. Never really thought about that before. It's all about the formula, dude. Who knew? Yeah. Anyway, I wish that I could follow this up with, and they said that these are the best nail polishes they've ever worn in their lives. But I didn't. I blacked out at that moment. In the moment when I realized, holy shit, there are different types of nail polish. That's when I blacked out. So That's true. It's a lot. Absolutely. It's a lot like eyeshadow. The more expensive eyeshadows are expected to be more pigmented, which is why if you see somebody review an expensive makeup palette and they do a swatch, they'll typically like take some of the shadow and just like put it on their skin. One of the things that they'll always mention is like, how pigmented is it? Like, how, does it feel like it has a strong color? Because if not, then what am I paying for, right? Thank you. I was saying I took a very long shower before this stream and it was awesome. I don't know if Sam expected. So our kid has started doing martial arts. And long story short, Sam and I both loved martial arts when we were younger, but our kid is more like me in that very like she gets frustrated really easily. Not that that's a trait of mine necessarily, but like she's very emotion forward, right? So if she gets frustrated, then it's difficult for her to like compartmentalize for a second to like push through with something, and it's something that we've been working on a bunch, but we were like, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Napping Mountain, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Like, it'll be really interesting to see how this goes because martial arts, can potentially be more frustrating, more intimidating, depending on where you take the kid. So we found a place that everybody was like, there's a great like family vibe here. All of the kids, it feels like all the kids are learning a lot, and the teachers are really great. So we were like, let's give it a shot. And she's obsessed. She loves it. And they offer, it's basically like a gym. So you pay per month, and as long as a class that you are the right like age or level for is going, you can just show up and just do it, right? So their whole first month, it's like half price to just like try it out. Our kid wants to go every day. Every day. She loves it. She wants to go every day. She got kicked in the face and pushed through and did the rest of the class. So she loves it. We're like, that's amazing. That's fantastic. And this originally was, this originally was like, there were a few different things that I had taken our kiddo to, but nothing had been like a thing that Sam took her to consistently. So I was like, I think it would be great because like you did martial arts for so long. I think it would be really great if this was like your thing with her. So let's circle back now, right? She wants to go every day. She wants to go every day, dude. They don't offer it every day, but she wants to go every day. And it's just been so cute because he just takes her. He takes her like 3 or 4 times a week. It's very cute. They just have a nice time. And then they, and then they'll just grab food and then I don't know, it's just cute. Anyway, all this to say that they were gone by an hour before my stream started today. So so I was like, I'm gonna take a super long shower, It's gonna be amazing. And it was. No, it's the opposite because, you know, I'm normally morning shift with our kids. So, it's me just like just, you know, doing all the parent stuff all morning. And then they peace out to do martial arts and I'm immediately in bed, dude. I climb in bed cuz you know Sam just rolled out of bed to take her. Hello. I was just talking about you.
Why?
I was saying how cute it is.
What?
I'm saying you're cute. I was talking about you taking Clarky to martial arts and how sweet it is. That's all. Thank you. What?
Nothing. I'm gonna have to take martial arts though. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
I figured out the trick.
What's the trick?
Huh?
What's the trick? Hit me.
It's all these kids go to martial arts,
Right.
mixed martial arts and Brazilian jiu-jitsu,
Right.
and then they like give them belts really easily, and they're like, "Yeah, your kid's just really good at." And then the dads are like, "What? Well, I'm not. My kid's 5.
Right.
She can't be better than me at Brazilian jiu-jitsu."
Right.
So I'm gonna have to enroll.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
I realized it today. It clicked because there were 3 dads that signed up, and I was like, they can't hold it in anymore. They can't hold it in.
Are you gonna sign up?
I got longer in me. I got way longer in me. They were weak, but eventually it will happen. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I think it would be really great if you did.
Okay, Dal.
What do you mean doubt? Thank you. It's gonna be their thing, dude. They're just both gonna do martial arts. It's gonna be very cute. Did I get... Yes! No! How long until I get a McDonald's tummy ache? We'll see. Right? A super long shower and then I just get brought food. Love it. Mm-hmm. Our TV is finally mounted. I'm so excited. The guy that showed up to do it. Originally we were like, we'll just do it. And it had gotten put off for so long that I finally just called somebody. And I'm so glad I did. Do you want to know why? Because whoever did the electrics in our house, so typically, like, imagine that there's a box here with a switch, right? The cables should be up and down from that box, okay? So we're putting the mount on. We're drilling holes. We get to the final hole for this mount. Fire. Fire. Sparks, fire. My kid goes, whoa, what was that? Drilled through a cable. What the fuck is a cable doing there? We realize, here's the box. And the cables are going like this. He was like, I don't know who the fuck did this. He was like, I don't know who did this, but holy shit. Turns out it doesn't go to anything. Or if it does, we literally can't find it. We tried every outlet, every light, everything. Unfortunately, this guy used to be an electrician, so he was like, I mean, I can get it fixed for you, and I'll knock a bunch of money off. And I was like, thank you. But now we're like, well, eventually we'll run into a thing that doesn't work and go, it's that. These wires, so old. So old. He was like, these were probably done like 40 years ago. I know. That's what I'm saying. Whatever it goes to, no clue. Okay, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Obviously, there's power going through it. We cannot figure out where it's nothing that we're using. We did. I've tried every socket. Anyway. So that was the really exciting part of this whole thing. I basically paid half price for a 60-inch TV to get mounted. So that's good. Yeah. The little house spirits are like, man, when the women's finals are on, come on. Yeah. Who even knows? All I know is every light in this house flickers. Every single one. I've now seen these cables. And they were old. So, probably gonna need to get an electrician out at some point and just be like, hi, can you figure out why everything kind of works? Yeah, I mean, I would rather not rewire the house unless we have to. That sounds so expensive. Mm-hmm. If it's knob and tube wiring, you're going to pretty much have to rewire all the main appliances. The lights are honestly the most annoying thing. I hate how many of these lights flicker. It's sporadic. Like, sometimes we'll turn the light on and it's fine and it holds steady. And other times we'll turn the light on and it just flickers. So those lights, I don't really turn on very often. I just use lamps and stuff. Does it flicker less if there are other appliances on? No. Flickers the same if other stuff is on or not. I don't know, dude. Yeah. I don't necessarily think it's dangerous. It's just annoying. I mean, we had the house checked before we bought it. And they didn't think that there was anything dangerous about the electrics when they checked it. I don't know. They don't pull on stuff. They just eyeball it. I had wondered if maybe the bulbs are the wrong type of bulbs for the thing. But it doesn't seem like it. Anyway, we drilled through a cable. We drilled through a cable, but everything's fine. Saw some sparks. Cut a chunk of the wall out. Wrapped everything in electric tape. Fixed the wall. Mounted the TV. Got over 100 pounds off of the whole thing, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I put it there on purpose so that I would get a discount. You know how it is. You know how it is. Anyway. Wait, one last thing about that though that was really funny. This guy, he was an old boy. He's like getting everything set up and drilling the holes. And he offhandedly goes, I mean, this is pretty easy. Like, you or your husband probably could have done this just fine. Next time he drilled, the sparks happened and the fire happened. And I was like, I don't think so. Actually, I'm pretty happy you did that instead of me. I was like, I'm really glad that you did that. He was like, right. So that you have somebody different to blame. I totally get it. And I was like, no, because if that happened to me, I would be crying, freaking out. You didn't cry and freak out, so I'm going to assume everything's fine. He did not laugh, no. He did not laugh. Yeah. He apologized so many times. I was like, it was an accident. It's totally fine. He was like, it's not. It's not fine. He was very nice. Yeah. You, a guy that supposedly did electric-y stuff before you started doing mounting TV stuff, are not freaking out. So I'm going to assume we're good. Yeah. I mean, he got on the phone and told the company, like, this is literally what happened. I'm giving her a huge discount. And they were like, sounds good, dude. So. Mm-hmm. For those of you who watched Geekenders, we talked about mud kitchens. Jesse thought the concept of a mud kitchen was crazy, which I don't know how, I don't know. I thought that was weird. But it's caused me to really think to myself, I need to make like a good mud kitchen for Clark. So a mud kitchen is basically an outdoor setup that either you, the child, make or an adult makes for you out of some random pieces of wood and old kitchen utensils, where you play in the mud. It's a fake kitchen where all of the food is mud and everything you're cooking is mud. It's a mud kitchen. I think mud kitchens are very common. It seems to be divided. There seems to be a divide between kids that did mud kitchen and kids that didn't do mud kitchen. But I've been thinking to myself a lot, like, I need to make a mud kitchen for Clark. This is the sign. We play in the mud, but she doesn't have a mud kitchen, you know? I want to make her a mud kitchen. Mm-hmm. Exactly. A pallet, couple bricks, another pallet on top, bowl, an old spoon, mud kitchen. Mud Kia. Mm-hmm. Now we're talking. Baba Yaga Mud Hut. Mm-hmm. For making your mud potions. See, we're all on the same page here, really. Mm-hmm. It's the perfect time. There are so many like weird little flowers starting to pop up. It's still raining enough, you know. Mm-hmm. Someone said Clark is learning to fight, so she's on her way to becoming a mud witcher. I would be so proud. Dodger, I can't stay, but I thought you might appreciate this. After you talked about the Snufkin game, I told my friend about it. His response was, wait, so I can be Snufkin, the only man better than Aragorn? Mm-hmm. Good response. Oh, Telly, that sounds so lovely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, not getting rid of jars anymore. I'm passing the jars on to my child to catch bugs in and stuff. It'd be better if you could be Stinky. Stinky finally showed up in Moomin Valley. I was like, I thought we had watched all of the episodes, but we hadn't. I'm trying to think if there are any characters in Snufkin that haven't shown up now. I don't think I've heard the English names for the Moomins before. We were running into that a lot when we were playing the Snufkin game. People would be like, surely not. Tell me that's not their name in the English version. So the main family is Moomin Troll, Moomin Mama, Moomin Papa. We've got Little Mai, Snufkin, who are the other like major characters? The Groke, Sniff, Bro, Sniff, that dude. Snork Maiden, and Snork. The white tube things. Hattie Fatteners. Hobgoblin is directly translated from Trollmannen, which means wizard. Really? That's very funny. When they showed the Hobgoblin, I was like, he's a dude. I felt so betrayed. They were like, this Hobgoblin motherfucker. And then they finally showed him he's just a guy. Yeah, he's just a dude. He's just a dude that does magic. I haven't met the witch yet. I've seen lots of 90s clips of the witch. The witch isn't in Moomin Valley yet, where I'm at. What is her name? Tutiki? to Tiki. We met the invisible girl. The Grok is a creature. She's this big lonely creature that freezes everything she touches. I don't know how much that lore is thrown out the window in other Moomin stuff, but in Moomin Valley, plenty of people have touched the Grok and been totally fine. But everyone's scared of her, because she freezes things and she's drawn toward heat and light. So if you're walking around at night with a lantern, she'll chase you. Not because she's trying to be scary, but because she's drawn toward the light like a moth. Yeah. When we started playing Snufkin, quite a few people in chat were like, "Oh my god, I wonder if the Grok is in this game." And there was fully like a support group forming in chat of people who were like, all of us were horrified by the Grok as kids. I did not grow up with the Grok, and I've said before, and other people in chat have also said, that the things in previous versions of Moomin stuff that was like horrifying to little kids is not nearly as scary in Moomin Valley. They really dialed that back, I think. Clark is not scared of the Grok at all. Not at all. I don't think she's been scared of anything, really, watching Moomin Valley. That's cheating. Was there something similar to the Grok you were scared of as a child? I don't think so. I can't really think of anything that I watched that was like marketed towards kids but had something really scary in it. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Skeksis is good. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I really don't remember watching anything that had like a super scary something, you know? Or even something that my brain interpreted as being scary. Like, some of you guys are saying things that definitely weren't intended to be scary, you know? Scandinavian kids grew up in a psychological experiment. I loved Labyrinth. I loved Labyrinth growing up. It was my favorite movie. We do have Sunforge today. No episode next week. You're absolutely right. But that's not fair. My current movie that I am in the mood to watch all the time is Mutant Mayhem. I didn't expect to love the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie so much, but there's something about it. Like the art style and the music. I just love that movie. So I put it on all the time. Yeah, I love it. And I also think there is something really charming about the turtles in Mutant Mayhem because they actually sound like teenagers. I don't know. I really liked it. I hope they make another one. Sorry. Okay, wait, let me read. Bucky said something weird about the Moomin Valley show is their portrayal of the Winter Queen. In the 90s cartoon, she had 3 legs. Her hands were stars. She rode a horse, and if you looked at her, you'd just straight up die. The Winter Queen in Moomin Valley is like just the wind with a face. And she gets scared off really easily. They cast teenagers for the roles. I know. It was a good choice. It was a smart choice. We're back. I remember we were back. I had the We're Back Game Boy game that I would play all the time. Sunday afternoon Dooger. It's just an acronym. I'm not sad. Yeah, man. I honestly don't. I definitely watched that movie a lot, and I just don't remember very much about it. It's the same with Cats Don't Dance. I know I watched that movie like a million times. I can't remember almost anything about it. Oh, was it All Dogs Go to Heaven? Is that the movie you're thinking of? That's another classic. There's 2 of those, I think. Oh. Dude, we gotta do another BDSM gaming It's been too long. I'm like at this midpoint. Like I feel comfortable, but the more that I drink the soda, the colder I feel. And then I go, I should put on my jacket. And then I think, no. I was fine before I drank the soda. I don't need the jacket. Yeah, Sam said it's great. Dragon's Dogma. I have no desire to play it. I haven't started Rebirth. Now that Sam has finally finished it, I can start playing it. Not on stream. So really that and Cult of the Lamb. I've really been enjoying playing Cult of the Lamb again. Goodbye, Napping Mountain. I went to sleep yesterday. Bree was up streaming 13 hours straight. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we'll see how she's doing when we have Sunforge tonight. Fingies crossed. I look rested. Thank you. I'm also clean. Have you heard? A blankie. The blankie was a good shout. It's a good midpoint. Yeah. Slept and took a shower? What?
Well, thanks, Sparko.
I hate how many of you were like, this can't be the real Dodger. Don't say that. Come on, man. I mean, again, if we're being real, I will have a tummy ache. I don't know when, but I will. It's going to happen for sure. A tummy ache? What are you, 5? You're right. After 5 years old, our stomachs are beautiful, pure. Nothing bad happens. Most of us grow out of having a stomach. I look almost as good as stripping. You don't have to lie. I so regret saying anything. Sometimes something gets typed and then it gets goofed on really hard. And that's part of the chat experience. You're right. I haven't. Let's see. Peel to play, guys. Ka-chow. Nope. Not this time, but download the McDonald's app. No, thank you. Thank you, Mizumark. I've had such a hard time keeping up with anime. Really, ever since I had Clark, we've had trouble with that. Right now, we're watching Dungeon Meshi, Solo Leveling, and Frieren. But we're not. Dungeon Meshi is the only one that we're caught up on. You know, the other two, it's a catch up game right now. Yeah, I didn't expect to like Frieren as much as I do. It's been great. Have I read the manga, the Dungeon Meshi manga? I haven't read past where we're at. So, yeah, I've read some of the manga, but I haven't read as far as where the anime is currently. Frieren is above FMA on my anime list. That feels extreme to me. FMA is so good. Do I think it's better than FMA? No. No. But that's okay. Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, Dungeon Meshi and Delicious in Dungeon are the same show. No, Sunday afternoon Dooger is what S.A.D stands for. I've got a lot of books that I need to get through. I haven't finished anything recently. No, I still have the Nevermore book that Forecast Gray sent. I haven't finished that yet. I'm in the middle of 2 different novellas that I still haven't finished. We're only a little ways in on a Moomin book, and I started listening to the audiobook for Color of Magic. I'm not doing good at finishing anything. No, my big thing right now.
Hi, Summer.
My big thing right now is Sherlock and Co. I'm really curious to see how it goes. So Sherlock and Co. is a podcast that's basically what if Sherlock Holmes happened, but it's John Watson isn't a writer. He's trying to start a podcast. And so every episode is like found footage style of like them going to crime scenes and talking to different people and like interviewing and stuff. And Watson is so awkward and he doesn't know how anything works. And it's done in such a charming way because because Sherlock will, be Sherlock. But I'm really hoping something that I have really wanted is for an attempt to be made at like sort of the same dynamic from BBC Sherlock, except have it sort of give everybody a reason to want to be in Sherlock's life. Does that make sense? Like, he's so fucking insufferable in BBC Sherlock to a point where you're like, no one would put up with this. I don't care how smart this guy is. Like, no one would put up with this shit. Yes, I agree. Elementary's fantastic. So the way that this is starting out, it's more the dynamic of like Sherlock's kind of a dickhead. There are moments where he's trying to be helpful and nice, but he like really misses the mark. And Watson is same as always. He's a vet. He's originally trying to start a podcast for war veterans, and then heel turns and starts covering like different cases and following Sherlock around instead. I'm really curious. I want it to be really good. And currently the tone of it is great. It's really fun. So.
Thank you, Summer.
I took a shower. So. Yeah, I listen to it on Spotify. It's just a podcast. Hold on. Look. Yeah, it's this. Sherlock and Co. That's so cute. There's something really nice about reading to another person. I actually really enjoy reading at bedtime. Um, there's probably a very different dynamic to reading to another adult, though. What is on my finger, dude? I do live on a farm, yeah. Yeah, we bought a farm. I need to process the wool today. I've been putting it off because, again, I wasn't sure if I was allergic to it or not. But now that we're pretty sure I'm not, now that I think we know why I was sick all week, yeah, I think I'm going to just fill up the tub. Because we had the sheep sheared, the adult sheep. We had the sheep sheared for the first time. And my mother-in-law's best friend, or one of her really good friends, is a textile artist. So she bought a bunch of the wool. But understandably, my sister-in-law was like, I'm not cleaning that. It's just like, I'm not cleaning the wool. I'm not picking all the stuff out of it. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. So I was like, can I have some? Can you set some aside for me so that I can try processing it and see what that is like? But I kept putting it off. So I get to do it today. Just fill up the tub and throw some fairy liquid in there. We do lots of crochet and felting and stuff, so that's what we would be using it for. Yep. And we still got Vivi is still sectioned off on her own because she's getting pecked bloody by the other chickens. They're so rude. So she's in a little dog kennel inside of the chicken run. And hilariously, one of the other chickens keeps getting stuck. She'll like force her little body in between the kennel and the outside of the chicken run. I'm like, stop doing that. And then she'll just sit there and be like, bark, 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 bark. There is always one that gets picked on, yeah. So we're basically waiting for them to decide to pick on somebody else, which sucks, but no, they're pulling out her tail feathers. So if I leave them alone with each other for too long and don't put her in the kennel, her whole backside is like bloody. It's very sad. Poor girl. So yeah. I'm excited though. We're gonna try a different bedding in the coop. There's a bunch of people that have had a lot of success with there are these condensed bricks of basically like the sort of soil that you would use in containers for lizards. And you can basically sift it like cat litter. And I guess it works really well for chickens. So we're going to try that because I've been having trouble with the sort of bedding that I'm using. Bacaw. Can't we all just bacaw together? Yeah, I think that would drive me crazy. If I was like, say in the future, I start reading books to Sam out loud, the likelihood that he would stop me to be like, here's what's gonna happen, piss me off. That's just, I know it would happen and it would piss me off every time. Can you just settle down, listen to the book, okay? No, not to put him to sleep. Just for fun. Just to read to each other. Yeah, it's good. Aside from Crumble being an asshole. Or Goose. Aside from Crumble, the whole farm experience is really nice, yeah. We never hear anything about the piggies. There's not really much to tell about the piggies. They've got their big ol' area. They've been wormed. You're welcome for that. The worms were huge. They play with their little balls and they get lots of scratches and they're just chilling. They're just doing piggy stuff. Yeah, we've started planting things and setting up the garden for this year. So that's exciting too. It's hailing outside. Spring is truly here. Oh my goodness. Yep, they're all pets. All of them. We don't plan on eating any of them. I harvest eggs from the chickens. And we shear the sheep. But that's it. Is Crumble behaving any better? I mean, he's got his own fenced-in area with Apple now, so I have to deal with him less, which is nice. Crumble's the bad boy of the farm. Yeah. He's a dick, dude. He's just a rude man. We can fix him. It's not too bad. No, it's 10 degrees out here. So, not bad. Crumble is a goose. He's a rude goose. A rude goose man. Ah, goodness. Oh my gosh, yeah, a bee scared the shit out of my nephew the other day. The bees are out. They're out, dude. Our geese haven't laid any eggs yet. Not yet. But also, it's not like, I mean, we can't really collect them because because they're gonna potentially wind up fertilized, so. A baby goose is called a gosling. We have goslings, and then there's the geese and the ganders. Just like Ryan Gosling, yes. Same face, same talent. Oh my gosh. I'm yawning so much. Ryan Gosling will eventually evolve into Ryan Gander. I'm going to call him Ryan Gander now. Yeah, I slept fine. I just ate a bunch of McDonald's, though. So I'm lethargic. S.A.D means Sunday afternoon Dooger. It has nothing to do with my emotional state. Secretly a dashent. Yeah, that's also true. I took a really nice shower before this stream, so yeah, I shouldn't really be that surprised. Twoo. Oh, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Hold on, hold on. Let's see if we can affect the thumbnail. Oh my God, is she crying? Come on. Get in here. And then be delighted by the fact that no one's sad and everything's totally fine. Oh, here we go. Great. One of those has got to happen. Yes, it's so good. Banishers, it's such a good game. Yeah. Oh my God. The title says sad. She's obviously crying. What's happened? Gotcha, bitch. Are we playing Banishers today? No. Nope. On the weekends, I just show up for a couple of hours and pick my nose and tell you guys about what's going on, and then I leave. The weekend streams are pretty chill. We don't game typically. I mean, I'm just so sad. I can't play anything. One of these got, come on. One of these has got to get grabbed. One of these has got to be the thumbnail. The thumbnail is a sly smile at the moment. God damn it. Bargello needlepoint. No. Yes! Summer said, we got him. We got him. Summer sent me a picture. This is so funny. We did it. We did it. Oh my gosh. What's she so sad about? Thank you, Summer. Oh, I just got here. What happened? Is everything okay? Wait. No, everything's bad. Everything's terrible. Oh, look how sad she is. Oh, God. I don't look sad. I don't look sad. I just look terrified of something. The face of utter devastation. No, SAD stands for Sunday Afternoon Dooger. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong, but I did make a bunch of sad faces in the camera to see if one of them would get grabbed as the thumbnail, and it eventually did. Game the system. Taste the system. Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, pretty much all VTuber models that are, you know, put together with a couple of emotions. One of them will be sad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just have to replace the whole background with like a neon color. This was the like 2010s meta, you know. Maybe like 2015-ish. Make all of this neon yellow. Have me go. I'll be over here though. And then it'll say sad ? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And then a couple of clip art arrows pointing towards me. And if you jump forward a few more years, then you would take the emoji sad face with the cry waterfalls and put that in the corner here as well. Oh, and then another one. Yeah, another good one would be me going like, huh? And then the background, another neon color. You can choose in your mind. Another neon color. And then on one side it'll say autoimmune question mark. And on the other side it'll say liver failure question mark. The title will say Dodger's hands were swollen and you'll never guess why. And then in the video, I'm like, guess what, guys? My kid came home with a thing called slap cheek syndrome. And that's why my hands were swollen. And then the video ends. Like, favorite, subscribe.
Bweeny, bweeny, bweeny.
Don't worry, guys. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, okay? It's called Slap Cheek. You can look it up. This is a true story. This is legitimately why I was achy and had swollen hands and feet all week. Highest rated comment reveal is at 4623. Mm-hmm. Real, not fake drama. Yes. And then the second that I'm like, oh, yeah. And then it's me walking around. Somebody is on a camera. Who knows who? It doesn't matter. I'm walking around my house. I'm like, oh my gosh. Sam just said that he figured out, he knows what's been going on. He's about to tell us. And then you hard cut. And then it's Sam going, today's video is sponsored by. Mm-hmm. Please don't forget to, you know what? Some things we do for views, but this shit's real. And if you want to support us in this trying time, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. Okay. Yeah. Slap that bell, smash that like button, put us in your top 8. Join our pyramid scheme. Guys, really excited to be announcing that both Sam and I are going to fight Mike Tyson live at the Thunderdome. Get your tickets now. But also, my hands. Oh no, what's happening with that? Yeah, it's a 2v1. As if, even with a 2v1, we both get spanked, okay? Yes, it's a 2v1. dude. There are a couple of different people in the last few days that I've seen clips of where they've said something along the lines of, "It's me, the king of crypto." And I don't know, there's something very funny about a person naming themselves that. Yeah. If you want to get rich like I have, if you also want to have a full body tracksuit with the Bitcoin logo all over it, it's as easy as signing up for my 10-step program. Yeah, if you want to be rich, you got to spend money to make money, baby. Might as well sign up. That's true. I have a coffee company. So I could, yeah, you're right. I could say, who, me? I'm just an energy drink mogul. Who, me? The queen of crypto? Buy gamer coffee today. Mm-hmm. Are you announcing the revitalization? This would be a buck wild way to do that. To be like, anyway, I've made, edited, and banked up 5 YouTube videos for Press Start to continue. Welcome back, baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Every thumbnail is me going, because I've just made so many of those. I can ask them about the hot cocoa if you'd like. Yeah, my mom also really likes the hot cocoa. Mugs wise, the reason that the cauldron mug isn't back in is because they wanted to double check whether I wanted to make more of the same mug or do a different color or a different style. So I said I would think about it. I'm leaning towards doing the same mug again, but yeah, so that's something that we're discussing. Bean coin. Hello, it's me, the queen of crypto. Are you struggling financially? Have I got a deal for you? The queen of bean! I don't think I can get away with that. I don't think I can get away with that. You can take the queen of bean two ways. And I don't think I should create that divide, you know? Yeah, exactly. Welcome to my TED Talk. And then there's somebody off screen who's like, it's a TEDx. It's a TEDx talk. Welcome to my TEDx talk. Thank you so much for being here today. I didn't know the difference between a TED Talk and a TEDx until recently. I thought they were the same. They're not. Really? Yeah. So, from what I understand, a TED Talk has bigger like barrier to entry to do a TED Talk than a TEDx. So like if you want to do a talk at like a college or something, from what I understand, you can just kind of sign up to do a TEDx about whatever. They're much smaller. The barrier to entry is lower. But a whole ass TED Talk has to be vetted quite a bit, I think. What would my talk be about? If I had to do a TEDx, what would my talk be about? It's a great question. What's something that I feel like I know a lot about? No weeb stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'd just do one of those. I'd do one of those, an unhinged recap of season 1 of blank, except it's just me with every single Peppa Pig character up on the screen. And I tried desperately to explain who they all are and how they all know each other. A lot of you know who Peppa Pig is, but how well do you know the world of Peppa Pig? Today, I'd like to bring you into that world. A world with lots of different characters, some secrets, and a few surprises. Let's get started. Deathly, thank you so much. Welcome to the Cat Gang. I gotcha. I got you hooked now. What about video games as a teaching tool? No. It's too serious now. I'm in the Peppa Pig zone now. The host. The host crawled out of my mouth for a second. Colliver XYZ, thank you so much. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you. Cocomelon and its consequences. I'm not looking at Coco Melon again, dude. Honestly, we hadn't had a reason to look at what Coco Melon is doing for a very long time. And then a video popped up and got recommended. And Clark asked if she could watch it. And I was like, sure, it's a Coco Melon video. We haven't watched Coco Melon in forever. And I didn't realize that at a certain point, they introduced, you know, much of Coco Melon follows one specific family. And then the littlest kid in the Coco Melon universe went to like daycare, right? Preschool sort of a thing. And they introduced a bunch of other kids. And they've used that as a way to like make videos about just like from different like cultural perspectives and just different types of families and things, which makes sense, which is the natural direction to go in if you're going to introduce a bunch of other kids, is to be like, okay, so what is each one of these kids' family situation, right? Like all of that sort of stuff. And I was really surprised and delighted that they actually like really have tried to do something with that. Ugh. I thought we were about to get the Dodger Coco Melon deep dive. No, because I said I wouldn't. But if you needed me to do a Coco Melon deep dive, I could. I have questions. There are a bunch of characters that were really significant when they first started their channel that have been thrown away. Where did they go? But I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not for free. Sign up today for the Coco Melon deep dive. My Nebula exclusive. Mm-hmm. The tournament arc. I'd watch a Coco Melon tournament arc for sure. Alrighty. Just looking at the time. I think that's it for me. Sounds like a Rugrats episode. Mm-hmm. Oops. Oh my goodness. Come here. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get Raid Leader open. If anybody would like to claim that, go for it. And in the meantime, Plasma Phoenix, thank you for the 73 months. Mighty Metal for the 79. Maya Sum for the 21. Summer Rings, thank you again. Welcome to the Cat Gang. I appreciate it. Jolmes, thank you for the 2. Citro for the 100. Happy 100 months. Court and Justice and Jerry Reg, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Jodlern for the 111. Drum for the 64. Wenlock for the 6. Napping Mountain, thank you so much. Welcome to the Cat Gang. I appreciate it. Josie Springs, thank you for the 38. Barry Kato for the 42. Deathly Joe and Colliver, thank you. Welcome to the Cat Gang, both of you. And Darevon, thank you for the 111 as well. Thank you, guys. Perfect Pair is playing BG3. Okay, let me double check it. Oops. It's literally about to start. Oh, it's a duo. Fantastic. All right, I'll send you over to Perfect Pair. Go say hi, spread love and joy. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm not totally sure what we're going to be doing this week for anybody who wants to swing by during the week. We've been playing some Cult of the Lamb. I might do a little bit more of that. I'm trying to finish up Banishers. Please, please, God. And also the Princess Peach game came out. And I said that to Sam yesterday. And he said, okay, but what is it? And I said, I don't know. It's the Princess Peach game. And he was like, but what is it? I said, it's the Princess Peach game. I don't know. So that's where I'm at with that one. So maybe we'll play that. I don't know. What is it? It's got Princess Peach in it. Anyways, I'll see you guys around. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.